On first down, Swift. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Here's Murray trying to lay one up deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels. Let's go,
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
They'll run on first down. It's Arnold. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, Swift. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Arnold. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. Here we go. Check. Kill.
On second down now, it's Arnold. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level because sometimes they'll break off the big run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray from midfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line.
56.
On 1st down, it's Arnold, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
80 weapons. 11.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
White. Chopper.
Garoppolo on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robertson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Arnold. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
6 man. Check man.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
X3, 218.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Complete. This is Lewis. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Well, the Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. On first down, Swift. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. From the 38, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Arnold. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. What do you need?
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 24, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Let's go, D.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Murray. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
21.
Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 58, right?
Black.
Switch. 58, come on.
Throwing on second and 14. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run on the draw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on first down. Swift gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Finding room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 47.
Throwing again on second down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On third down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now, 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nifty move, looking for his running back, and he's got him. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with victory.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down. It's Arnold, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
13, recon, 132 fighter.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.